Yo guys, what is going on? It is Royal here today, back for another episode of the Dungeon series. I believe this is episode number 6 here on royal.enchantedmc.net. Of course, if you guys have been looking for a dungeon server to play, in my personal opinion, this is the best dungeon server I have ever seen. So if you guys want to come check it out, please consider using that custom IP. And of course, the Bedrock Port and the Bedrock IP to the server is also linked down below in the description. If you guys are somehow unaware, the server is Bedrock and Java compatible. Now guys, for today's episode, it is actually, I'm recording this at almost 12 in the morning, so it's starting to get a little late at night, but you guys know my sleep schedule is usually pretty cooked, so I'll probably be up to like 3 a.m. and I think I'm gonna be rebirthing the entire time. But before we start rebirthing, we have just finally hit sword level 1000. We are at sword level 1003, which is officially the maxed out sword level. Not only have we unlocked every single enchant in the game over here, but we also earned the final crystal slot. So I'm going to take a look at some of these shard enchants, because shard enchants are really where we're lacking. But before we do that, let's go take a look at our crystals. Again, I'm going to be rebirthing for a couple of hours, so I might actually want like a damage type crystal. This is currently what we're running. We have a second hand boost, zombie apocalypse, 125% penetrate, and then the piggy bank with the cash stack, so that way it makes it even easier to rebirth. I should have a decent amount of crystals saved up that we can just tinker and get some more enchanted dust. So really, we're going to be focusing on crystals in today's episode, but also we're going to be focusing on prestiging some damage enchants as well, because very soon the goal for the season is to make it to rebirth level 150. All right, I am currently rebirth level 98. I can actually upgrade my sword now that I am finally recording, because I didn't want to hit rebirth level 100 without recording it. But yeah, here very soon, I'm gonna guess it's gonna get really hard to kill these mobs, so we're gonna want some enchants that do a pretty decent amount of damage if we want to keep progressing super easily. Now, this is also the pay to win season, where we got 100,000 credits to start off. Unfortunately, if you guys missed the last episode, I spent so many credits in that video trying to win an enchant pet, and we were just getting rinsed and rinsed back to back. It was genuinely disgusting. So we have 16,000 credits for the rest of the season, and I believe there's going to be one more loot box that drops. I think it's going to drop. I actually don't know. Is it going to drop on Wednesday or Friday? I have no clue, but I do want to try and save some credits for that loot box bundle. But for right now, one thing that doesn't seem too bad to invest in right now is going to be sparklers. The only reason why I want to open up sparklers is because these sparklers, whenever you claim them, let's just claim this real quick. That's 250, 250, that's 500, and another 250. But if you do /wheel, you can actually spin this wheel and win some rewards. You can get free loot boxes, but the main thing I'm looking for are pet stars. Again, we tried to win this in the last episode and we completely struck out. So I just spent 1,500 credits to get an extra 2.5k sparklers. Now we're at 4.4k. You could also win booster cookies from this as well, which are really good wins. But mainly, I want these pet stars to max out my pets. To start it off, we are starting with pet special stat rolls. Completely useless. Go ahead and spin the wheel again. And we're getting 10 sword perk. Oh wait, 100 credits. I mean, some sort of credits back. It's better than nothing, I guess. Next roll. Oh my god, bro. I thought that was the pet stars. Bro, I get baited on the pet stars legit every time. The same thing happened in the last episode. And this one's looking like a booster. Nope, not a booster cookie. All right, yep, baited once again. One off the booster cookie, one off the pet stars. This opening is starting off terrible. And we are staying with absolute garbage, bro. Holy hell. All right. I mean, it's looking like an awful start to the video. What is new? This is our final spin. Unless, of course, I buy more sparklers, but this is looking like completely rigged, bro. I've won nothing but absolute ass. Yep, screw that. No thanks. I am not dumping any more credits into that at all. Milestones, do we have anything to claim here? Ooh, wait. One thing I know that we definitely have to claim is our /pass. I believe I might have maxed it out, and right here from this milestone, we got 5 million shards. I'm actually going to use that in today's intro. But on top of all that, /pass, ooh, we are actually so close to finishing the pass right here. I can do /crates. We can open up a bunch of normal oh, Jesus Christ. I honestly don't really need pet boxes anymore. I kind of maxed out my pets in the last episode, so I might just filter these out. I kind of only want the crystal boxes from them, so that way we can get some more enchanted crystal dust. I have been running the lucky block ability for that exact reason, because enchanted crystal dust this season is probably the most important it's ever been with the merged, like, mutated crystals. I haven't tried to mutate any crystals yet the entire season, because I just haven't had enough dust. So now let's spam open these normal keys. We should be getting straight crystal boxes. That's what I love to see in the inventory. And we should be able to rebirth here actually relatively soon as well. Let's just upgrade our sword, go to the next zone. Looks like we might have gone one zone too high, so I can just easily drop back a zone because I don't think my sword was leveled up enough to kill those mobs. And there we go. Open up all of our normal keys. Let's also open up all of our monthly crates. I don't think that actually got us anything too significant. Maybe it got us some boosters, some like currency boosters. That would be nice. And just like that, slash rebirth, we are now rebirth level 99, one rebirth away from rebirth level 100. But again, the main goal for this season is going to be rebirth level 150. You guys might be asking why. That is because at rebirth level 150, you get another attack speed buff, which again, I've like mentioned this in all of my episodes, but you want your attack speed as low as possible here on dungeons. It's the most important upgrade you could possibly be getting. We're definitely not hitting rebirth level 150 in today's episode though. Don't get it twisted. It's going to start getting really hard to rebirth, okay? Right now, it's still not too hard, still relatively simple. That's why I'm hoping with the 500 trillion souls and 40 trillion essence we have, hopefully we can make it a little bit easier by prestiging some better damage enchants and upgrading our damage multipliers. Now, with all of my extra rebirth points, if I go to the skill tree, I maxed out my enchant proc upgrade, and then the rest of my upgrade points have been going straight to damage. I don't actually know if this is a good upgrade. Oh my god, it might be horrible. Because look, if I were upgrading souls or essence, this is a 0.1x boost, whereas the damage is a 0.01x boost. These upgrades might genuinely not even matter, which is kind of crazy. Also, I haven't been using these boosters right here, so let's go ahead and pop those. And yeah, just like that, we should be coming up on rebirth level 100. I do think I want to buy some companions before I go ahead and rebirth. So let's unlock the next stage. This is stage 9, and I believe I'm using stage 8. Yeah, I have stage 8 companions right here. So we're gonna grab a couple of kills, upgrade our sword, buy some companions, and then we will hit rebirth level 100. But yeah, we also have 15 million shards to spend, and again, I did say we need to focus our shard enchants, but to start off today's episode, I think I'm gonna focus on maxing out all of my heroes. I pray we have enough to max this out and still have some shards left over. I know it's gonna be super expensive to upgrade, but guys, heroes are so incredibly helpful, especially because I have every single one in the game unlocked. So boom, that dropped us down to 12.4 million shards. Hurts a little bit, but unfortunately, I still think it's worth to do. So bang, that is now our Barbarian King fully maxed out. Now we move on to the Royal Champion, max out its health, and then max out the swing upgrade. Okay, we're definitely going to have enough to fully max it out. I think we'll have like 5 million shards left over. Is this already fully maxed out? It is not. We just have to do the health because this one actually doesn't swing. Boom. That is going to leave us with 6.3 million shards. Again, that's not a whole lot, but clearly it's going to be enough for some upgrades anyway. You can also upgrade your AFK mob with shards as well, I believe, but I'm probably going to hold off on doing that until I really start to max out my shard enchants because there are still so many good ones that I don't even have nearly maxed out. So another thing near in the future that we need to start looking at is going to be trying to pull Universal, because I do believe Universal gives you a buff to shards. I pulled Master 4 a couple videos ago. We pulled it super early into the season. I have 2.3 thousand perk tickets. We've only rolled 260 the entire season. But if I go take a look, Universal does give you a buff on shards. We just need that, bro. If I could pull Universal 3, it would be massive. Obviously, anything higher than that, we're blessed. Still don't know if we're going to do that in today's episode, but if we don't do it in today's video, I am for sure going for it all in the next episode, and we'll see what happens. Also, slight little update on G-Top. I think I forgot to show this off in the last episode. We're somehow G-Top number 5, but we're ranked 6th in every single category. I don't know how that amounts to G-Top number 5. Oh, actually, it's because a bunch of people left easy dubs, so their rebirths are really their down carry right now. But if they just recruit some like decently rebirth leveled players, they'll go back to number 5 because they're 5th place in souls and 5th place in essence, so they should realistically be G-Top number 5. And if I take a look at my contributions, we are at 850 trillion souls. Obviously, I am planning to get that up in today's video. Look at Willy, bro. 4.7 quadrillion souls contributed, 2.9 out of this guy, and then Panda Snoopy already hit rebirth level 150 and has 1.2 quadrillion souls as well. Now, some people aren't really playing. Crooks and then Camp, I don't think these guys are really playing. Camp doesn't even have 1 trillion souls contributed, and the bro is rebirth level 12. So if anybody watching is looking for just a decent guild to play with, obviously guild upgrades, we have these pretty upgraded right here, not the maxed on the new ones, But if anybody like playing casually, or you know, you're just a highly ranked player, if you want to join, just let me know. And actually, I think we can just move on to the next zone. I could actually rebirth right now, but we're still doing a ton of damage to these mobs, so I think I'm gonna buy the companions from this zone, and then we'll hit rebirth level 100. Oh, another thing we could do is actually get an enchanted plus universal pet. Let's go ahead, do that very quickly. Boom, there we go. PV2, grab some books of experience, max this thing out. Slight little upgrade right there. Probably not gonna make too big of a difference, but we will still take it. And slash pass, are we maxed out? Oh, now we are fully maxed out. Let me claim all of these rewards. It's gonna come with some more sword perks, some more loot boxes, a ton of totem enchant or totem skin boxes. What the hell? Oh my god, bro, I claimed all of this page and completely skipped this page back here. What am I doing? Okay, fully maxed out pass, claimed all of the rewards. It came with 30 tier 4 totem boxes. I'll just go ahead, spam all of these down. Now let's really quickly walk over here to these companions. I will keep the Cinderellas and then just spam as much of this as we can. See if we can get some decent little upgrades before we rebirth. And actually, we might be able to get like maxed out companions in this zone as well. Oh yeah, bro, that was way too cheap. Go ahead, boom. And then we have straight voids right here, right? Or do we have one? Oh, we have one rainbow. Honestly, that's fine. Let's go ahead and hit rebirth level 100. There it is. Very massive milestone for the series, but at the end of the day, it is not the ultimate goal, so we have to keep rebirthing and keep going. I don't know if I have a rebirth goal for today's episode, but right now I want to say we're going to shoot for like rebirth level 115. I think that's possible to reach before I go to bed, which would be beautiful. Obviously, I still want to AFK for a little bit to get more currencies, not only for G-Top, but just for my personal gain so I can keep upgrading enchants. But then again, I still have these rebirth crystals on my sword right now, so this might actually still be the best time to just be spamming rebirths as much as possible. But let's go ahead and just rank up without upgrading our sword, so that way we can chill here and just take a look at our sword. So I haven't even looked off camera. We're gonna start it off with the shard enchants. What is the most important? Zap. I feel like I actually want to max this out. Chance to fully charge your heroes to 100% health life. You want your hero spawn as much as possible. It's 1,000,000 shards to max out the rest, but I'm gonna do it. Now zoologist is max. Rewind. Wait, this is really good as well. Let's go ahead and max that, and there's awakened levels of it, which is relatively cheap. Grab a couple levels of that. Death blessing, chance to turn. Okay, we actually don't really care about that. Moment's rest is really good. Get like 2 more, maybe 3 more awakened levels of that, because it just charges your dual sword even faster. Minion, I don't actually know how good minion is, so I'm just gonna do like 50 levels here. Cashback is maxed out. Wizard, we don't need any more past experience, so we're good on flame right, we're good on blacksmith. Okay, Deadeye, chance to forcefully spawn a crit beside the mob. Again, I don't know how good that really is, so I'm gonna pass on it for right now. Clone, chance to clone your main sword enchants on the dual sword for 10 seconds. That sounds really good, but it also is really expensive, so I'm just gonna do 15 levels for right now. Hulk spawns 3x Hulk NPCs on random zone mobs, procking and mirroring enchants. I'm not gonna cap. I don't know if I've ever seen this thing proc like in front of my face, so get a couple more levels of that. Overload, I do think it's pretty good, but as you guys can see, the enchants are now starting to get very expensive, and we still have a lot more to go. So we have overload at level 55. Dice, chance to instantly activate a random enchant you have unlocked. I don't know how important this really is right now. I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and skip that, because we have enchants like Flash. Reduces your attack speed MS by 10 for 30 seconds. It's really, really good. We can't even afford to max it out, so we'll get 15 levels of that. Robotic auto fighter time is good, but Guardian's magic is better. Chance to gain the Elder Guardian effect, which will give you a 1.25x final enchant multiplier for 10 seconds. And then we have skill wrap, amplify, wardrobe, which is oh wait, no, this isn't brand new. We've had this unlocked, but that's also really good. Oh dude, why are they so damn expensive is the question. Stopwatch, these are brand new. Chance to fully pause your hero's health from decreasing for 30 seconds. Bro, they actually made this enchant from a glitch that happened on the server. I swear to God. And that glitch was really damn good. So I think the rest of my shards are gonna go onto that. We are now completely broke whenever it comes to shards. We left 1 enchant, but this is Cookie Monster. Adds an extra 10 seconds to your cookie booster time for every proc. I honestly don't think this enchant is important. I don't think I'll touch it until I max out legit every single other enchant. But yeah, we've definitely got to start earning more shards. And there's no way to really do that besides universal, I feel like. Anyways, now let's move over to the essence enchants right here. I want to take a look at damage enchants for the essence enchants, but I feel like they're also not that important on the essence side of things, because I know I want to spend essence on Piggy Bank to max out the awaken level, because the awaken level, whenever that procs, you get 50x the amount of money, which is nuts. By the way, look at this 1 minute summary. 1.4 trillion souls in this minute. We are now at the point where we're making trillions every single minute. That is insane. Or wait, maybe that was just a really good minute. Let's probably wait for another one. I have no clue what procced. Maybe we had dual sword procced, which is, oh yeah, we did. We had that active, so all of the shard enchants were probably going crazy. So let me take that back. Maybe we make it every single minute whenever dual sword is active. Because yeah, this minute was only 800 billion souls. We're gonna get that up to a consistent 1 trill very, very soon. Back to the enchants. Obviously, Phantom Swarm is a very small damage multiplier, but it does actually earn you more currency. So I think I'm gonna get like maybe 2 prestiges of that for right now. It's still super cheap. I could honestly do more, but I want to look for essence enchants that even have like a high damage multi. I feel like Death Cure is really good, and it's extremely cheap to prestige right now, so we'll just grab a couple prestiges of this. A couple of awaken levels as well, right? Yeah, not too expensive. Boom. We'll probably stop right there. Reaper, can't do anything with that. Sonic, boom. Okay, yeah, can't prestige that either. Ghost right here. We can get a couple of awaken levels of this, but not too many. Piggy Bank, we obviously know is very, very good. Oh my god, bro. The next one is 15 trillion essence. Jesus Christ. Chicken Jockey is straight up, I mean, it's a 38x damage multiplier, but I don't think it's all that important. Again, the main thing from this enchant is the currency it makes you. Cash, can't do anything with that. Meteor Shower is a 100x. Hold on. Have to get at least a couple prestiges of this. That made the 100x to a 132x. I will take those upgrades, and actually, let's do it one more time. Now Meteor is a 150x damage multiplier. Mirror, it's just very, very good. So we'll spend a couple trillion there. Gucci Taco is also a 100x, but it starts to get pretty expensive. We got it to 132x damage multi. Molten is a 250x, but look how much the first prestige of this cost. 2.2 trillion, 4.3 trillion, but what is the damage multi now? 330x. Whoa, that's really good, because I'm pretty sure Molten does damage to every single mob, right? I think Molten is all the red lasers you guys see in the air. Yeah, look, that's the little blaze up there. I think it's hitting legit every single mob for a 350x damage multi. That's actually really good. Shadow does have awaken levels of it. We'll throw 5 trillion there. Thanos can't do anything with that because it's a 1000x damage multiplier. If you could prestige that, it would be insanely OP. Penetrate, we obviously know is very good. We can't even afford another awaken level of that anymore. Dragon's Breath is a 2.5k damage multi. Yo, is this worth to throw a crystal on? Do I have a Dragon's Breath crystal? Just out of curiosity. Oh my god, I mean, we do have one, but is it actually worth? We'll just, we'll pump the brakes for right now. Death Chain, I don't really think this is all that important, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. Can we get another awaken level? Oh no, we can't. We are broke, dude. I do want to max out Piggy Bank in today's episode, but it's so damn expensive, dude. So the last 9 trillion, I think is just gonna go into Meteor. Boom, just dump it, bro. Whatever we could afford. Now it's a 200x damage multiplier. Let's go ahead and move over to the souls side of things. Now, first things first, I do want to make sure, okay, this wasn't even maxed out. Let's max out all of our currency enchants. Critical was already maxed. Essence Greed right here, fully maxed out. Beautiful. Rage. Like, these are just so incredibly cheap. I know they're not that good of damage multis, like a 20x, but they're so cheap, we might as well just upgrade them, right? Until they start to get like somewhat expensive, then we could stop. We have Thor at prestige level 7. See, I'll stop right there because I don't think, yeah, it's only a 13x damage multi, not anything crazy at all. Spam a couple prestiges right over here. 13x damage multi. Archer. Archer is actually pretty solid multi-wise, to be honest, so we'll get decent amount. That got it up to almost an 80x, and it procs so incredibly often. I'm actually gonna get one more prestige of that. A 91x. Can you get this thing to 100x? Screw it. Should we do it? How much is the final prestige? It is only 31 trillion. I'm gonna fully max this out for a whopping 121x damage multiplier, and again, a 6% chance of proccing. That is incredibly often. Oh, Slime Bunny. We could actually prestige this because this will earn us more currency as well, and it's looking relatively cheap. I think it starts to get slightly expensive right here. Yeah, we'll hold off on any more prestiges on that, but this is also now a 76 damage multi. Bleed should be relatively cheap, right? At least the first couple of prestiges. Boom. And then the awaken level. Oh my god, wait, can we max this out? This might be maxable. Ooh, it gets a little expensive as well. I mean, we could max it, but I'm gonna save some of our souls for other enchants for right now. Warning Guard. Now, Warning Guard does damage to every single mob, but it's only a 10x damage multi. How expensive are you? Yeah, like starting off already at a trillion is a little bit of wicked work. 3 prestiges only got me an extra 5x damage multi. I'm not touching Warden Guard for the rest of the season. Rain is also only a 10 10x, bro. No way. 3 prestiges, that only gets me a 15x. Dude, it does damage to every mob, but I fear it's not worth it. Laser is a pure currency enchant, so it wouldn't be bad to grab some prestiges of this. Only gonna grab 1 prestige right now. Infection, please, bro, up your damage multi for me. We're starting off at a 35x, and it went to a 53x. It's mid, it's all right. This is where things start to get a little bit juicier. Snowstorm is starting off at a 150x damage multi. These prestiges are gonna start to get really expensive, but boom, what did we just get to? Got it to a 260x. That is insane. I also wanted to focus Nuker because the base amount. Oh, you can't prestiges. I fear I just capped. Never mind. Moving on, Zombie Apocalypse we know is insanely good, but I already have this massively upgraded. The Prestige and the Awaken levels are insanely expensive now. Black Hole starting off at a 50x damage multi. 1 Prestige gained me 7.5x. I mean, that's not bad. Bird Attack. Oh, I was really hoping we could prestige that. And the rest of these enchants, I fear we cannot prestige. So, with the last 150 trillion that we do have, I think I throw it on Snowstorm. Snowstorm has a 7% activation chance, and it's a 260x damage multiplier. Yeah, you know what? Oh, that was only enough for 1 more prestige. Okay, little anticlimactic right there. But to be fair, we're only 80 trillion souls away from being able to prestige this 1 more time, which would give us almost a 400x damage multi. I feel like I've never really focused damage enchants whenever I've played dungeons, so I'm really hoping all those prestiges that we just got helps us in the future for rebirthing. Now, really quickly, let's go ahead and hop into these free crates that we got from our past. Just drop them all down at once. I could have actually probably loot box battled a couple of these, but it's all good. I just want to see boosters, like Essence booster right there. Hopefully some soul boosters. We got a loot box back. Extra lucky block skin. I don't know how many 2026 loot boxes I've opened, but keep in mind, I have still never won an enchant pet out of these. What are the damn rates, dude? Because I've opened at least 50 loot boxes. I think it's probably more, maybe around like 55, and still no enchanted pet, but I keep winning these festive sets in abundance. And now let's rip open 47 totem skin boxes. I really only want to see ocean or rainbows. Those are the only ones I care about at this point in the season, and so far I don't think we've seen one. I'm just gonna spam them all down, bro. Boom. Let's go ahead, do slash totems. Did we win anything good? Totem skins, I'm not seeing any rainbows. Oh, pulled 1 rainbow. We will take it. This is a 37% multiplier boost and a 0.23x enchant boost with a 0.2x damage. That's actually a really good pull, and we pulled no oceans. Do oceans exist here on dungeons, or what's the word? And I think we're actually gonna rock with shadow skins because we are rebirthing, and this gives us a pretty solid money and damage boost. So boom, and then final 1. I'll swap these out whenever I'm like not grinding rebirths. If I remember, actually, I might actually forget to give it a buck, but boom, that is the totem setup. Not half bad. I just realized I do have 12 start of the world loot boxes. Guys, I really don't care about any of the loot we win from this, but they have a chance to give me boosters. Soul boosters, essence boosters, I will definitely take. So just spam every single one of them down. Let's see what we get. Actually, auto fighter time isn't even a bad win. We'll go ahead and take that. Hopefully that got us some boosters right there. And holy, we actually won a Kraken rank. I don't think I've done a giveaway in today's episode yet. So if you guys have made it this far in the video and you guys want to win this, let's go ahead and give this away. Hopefully only people who actually need this rank enter. But yeah, just drop a like on the video, comment your IGN down below with hashtag octopus. All right, I know, super random. I was thinking Kraken, I was thinking aquatic, and octopus was the first thing that popped in my mind. So just to make sure you guys have made it this far in the episode, and I only want loyal viewers winning the giveaways, you know what I mean? Now let's go ahead and move on to our dual sword crystals. I really haven't focused this like damn near all season. I don't even know what to apply. I just know rewind is really good, especially if you're using like a booster ability. It would be really good for currencies. Flash, it's just one of the best enchants in the game. And then Guardian's Magic, again, really, really good. So I'm just gonna make all of those 100% success, and we'll decide right now. Crystals, dual sword loadout. I've only been rocking. Oh wait, we can beam blacksmith. We don't need that anymore. We have the max out level sword. Wait, we might actually be good. I feel like Zap also isn't a bad call either, but we're gonna pass on it. So let's actually apply our Guardian's Magic. Let's apply Rewind. Rewind is for your sword ability, right? I'm gonna double check on that here in a second. And then Flash. Where is our Flash crystal? It is, boom, right here, 99% boost. Okay, we'll take that. Rewind, just double checking. Reduce your cooldown back to 0, allowing you to reuse your sword ability, aka if you have a booster ability, you can get the booster buff back to back to back and just earn way more currency. That's definitely worth. Now, taking a look at our souls enchants. Again, the highest damage multi is a Snowstorm enchant. Well, obviously, we do have the Dragon's Breath, but Snowstorm has a 5.8% chance to proc. Dragon's Breath is 0.33. So I know Dragon's Breath has has a 2.5k damage multi, but it might just be more worth to go with Snowstorm. Again, I'm probably gonna beam this very, very soon. As soon as I'm done rebirthing, I'm probably getting rid of this crystal. This could be just a massive throw on my part, but it's something I've never tried before, and I kind of just want to try it. So Snowstorm, welcome to the sword for right now. It's only temporary, but I think it's gonna be fun to switch it up. All right, get a damage enchant onto our sword, make rebirthing just that much easier, and the title for today's episode is like a maxed out god damage sword, so just gonna follow the theme. Again, these are gonna get shuffled around relatively soon, probably by the next episode, but this is what the sword is looking like for right now, bro. A bunch of prestiged enchants, as you guys can see. Prestiges are everywhere. Crystals can still use some work because we need more enchanted crystal dust. Actually, before we take a cut, let's just bulk delete everything. Get as much enchanted crystal dust as possible. I literally couldn't care less about the regular dust. I feel like we might as well also beam the 99%ers. We only want 100% crystals at this point in the season. So boom, we have almost 40% enchanted crystal dust, but that was all of our crystals deleted. Let's go over to the dual sword. Might have a little bit in here, but not anything too crazy, most likely. Yeah, again, just deleting everything that isn't 100%, and boom. Now we have almost a stack of enchanted crystal dust. We're not going to be using that just yet. All right. Oh, actually, we do have over a stack. We'll take it. We'll focus crystals, again, more in the next episode. For right now, we're still all about rebirthing. This was probably the fattest intro clip in, like, my history, but it was damn worth it. All right, so now, guys, I'm going to take a cut. Again, I'm probably going to rebirth for at least a good 2.5 hours. It is now 12:30 at the time I'm recording this, so in 2.5 hours, it's going to be 3 a.m. I'm rebirthing until 3 in the morning. Let's take a cut. I'll bring you guys back for the massive update clip, hopefully. Again, the goal is going to be at least rebirth level 115, maybe shoot for 120. All right, guys, we have been grinding for a couple of hours. It's actually only 2:30, but I'm low-key tired. I thought I was gonna, be up for a little bit longer, but maybe my sleep schedule is starting to slowly fix itself. It's not like 2:30 in the morning is a great sleeping schedule anyway, but we are about to hit our goal of rebirth level 115. So I would say for tonight, that's pretty solid because we can still wake up tomorrow and get right back to grinding. Now, this brand new zone that we have unlocked does seem to get a little bit harder whenever it comes to killing these mobs, but also /G top, we are right about to hit 1 quadrillion souls contributed. So I might just do the AFK meta after we get this last rebirth, so that way we can hit 1 quadrillion. And also, I might swap off some crystals while we go to sleep and then equip the booster ability as well. So boom, there we go, /rebirth level 115. Does that unlock another sword attribute level? I don't know if it did because, oh wait, no, because it's going by 10s now. All right, that's slightly unfortunate. If I lock in, bro, I think I could get another 5 rebirths in like 30 minutes, but I'm mad tired. So I just wanted to record this clip before I got too tired and then I just went to bed. So the goal has been reached. So I guess now I'm going to take a cut. I might keep grinding for just a little bit longer, but I really don't know if I can hit 120 without passing out at my desk, dude. So let's actually go ahead and get our crystals situated. Or, I mean, does it even make sense to do that? Should I even change my crystals until we hit rebirth level 150? Because at 150, I can just straight grind currencies. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I think I'm just going to stick with these crystals until we're like rebirth 150 or at least really close to 150. Maybe like 135-ish. I can swap back to currency crystals. I don't know. We'll see. For right now, I'm just going to take a cut. The goal has been reached. I'll probably grind for like another 20 minutes max, and then I'm going to bed. All right, we are now back. I woke up. We did the AFK meta for quite some time, and we obviously sat on the AFK mob the entire night. And now we are back to a whopping 400 trillion souls and 32 trillion essence. So let's take a look. I believe I just want a prestige Snowstorm, to be honest. 170 trillion souls, bang. Going into another prestige. Now, do we try and prestige it again? Oh my God. Oh, it's because we got a double prestige. Wait, we just got 2 prestiges of this. It is now a 450x damage multi. Yeah, couldn't afford the next prestige even if I wanted to, so let's just maybe come over to laser, get 1 more prestige right there. We will take it. Essence, let's spend this 32 trillion hopefully on this right here. Boom, 2 prestiges into the molten enchant, which is another 430x damage multi. Guys, I'm going to be honest, we are rebirth level 120 as well, and rebirthing still feels really easy, and the brand new update has just dropped where they have released a money pet. So this episode is already super long. I think this is almost a 30-minute long episode, so that's gonna wrap it it up, all right? But in the next video, we're gonna continue to Rebirth, and I think we'll hit Rebirth 150 in that video. Hopefully, I'm praying we win the money pet as well. And all of these damage upgrades, I feel like have been worth it. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like, sub if you guys are new. Obviously, come check out the server with world.enchantedmc.net. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next episode of the Dungeons series.